Hey guys, this is Sebastian, host of Ninth Island Connection, the lifestyle show about Las Vegas, Hawaii's unofficial ninth island. Check out the description below so you can see how you can watch.
Today we are heading to Laughlin, Nevada, which is a scenic hour-and-a-half drive south of the infamous Las Vegas Strip. Laughlin is a popular getaway for Vegas locals, as well as residents from all over, due to the combination of recreational water activities and gambling. We're here in Laughlin, Nevada, just about an hour and a half from the world-famous Las Vegas Strip. Now, Laughlin is definitely a unique destination. You have casino resorts, hotels. What makes Laughlin very unique is that it's located right on the Colorado River. So you have an opportunity to take advantage of everything that the casinos have to offer, as well as the river. You can jet ski, you can kayak, you can do a dinner cruise, so much more than you'd ever imagine. Laughlin also has a very unique history. Now, Laughlin did originate as South Point back in the 1940s due to its location at the southern tip of the state. This small mining town that once consisted of only a motel and bar almost became another Nevada ghost town until the owner of the Las Vegas 101 Club, Don Laughlin, saw the potential and purchased the land. Don Laughlin's vision began with a small motel and casino that consisted of 12 slot machines and 2 table games. This small mining town has now evolved into 9 casino resorts where millions of tourists travel annually to strike a different kind of gold, making it the 3rd most visited casino and resort destination in the state. And it's not hard to see why so many people have fallen in love with Laughlin. It's a quieter, slower-paced Vegas, with views of the beautiful mountains and the majestic Colorado River. The majority of Laughlin's casinos are built along the bank of the Colorado River, with the exception of the Tropicana, which is just across the street. The Riverwalk provides guests with a paved route that provides access to 7 of the casinos and their multiple restaurants located on the Laughlin Strip, beginning with Don Laughlin's Riverside and extending to the Laughlin River Lodge. The other 5 of the 7 casino resorts along this route include the Aquarius Casino Resort, Edgewater Casino Resort, the Colorado Belle, the New Pioneer Casino and Hotel, and the Golden Nugget Laughlin Hotel and Casino. You'll also find the unique standalone casino, the Regency, along this path. Joining familiar Vegas-related hotels like the Golden Nugget and Tropicana is Harrahslaughlin. And not only is Harrah's located on the river, it is the only property on the Laughlin Strip with a beach. While this is not the beach that our Hawaii and California viewers may be used to, it is relaxing and breathtaking. And I do mean breathtaking, literally, as the water is so cold it can take your breath away. It does provide relief from the hot summer sun though. Speaking of the river, visitors to Laughlin can rent kayaks, stand-up paddleboards, and jet skis to experience a river firsthand. There are also boat tours that provide both shorter and longer tours of the Colorado River. During past visits to Laughlin, we have had the pleasure of experiencing both of these tours. The views of the Laughlin Strip from the river are amazing, but traveling for hours down the Colorado River to Lake Havasu City to explore and then back to Laughlin was an absolutely unforgettable experience.
Now the drive to Lake Havasu isn't really that long, it's only about an hour and a half. You can also explore the many trails on rented ATVs that have a built-in GPS. They're a really great option if you're looking to drive to Oatman. Now, Oatman is a really interesting little town with shops, wild burros, and even a cowboy shootout. Approximately 30 miles from Laughlin, Nevada,
or just a little over 2 hours from the Las Vegas Strip is the charming and unique town of Oatman. On a recent trip to Laughlin, we decided to take the drive to explore the little town. We weren't the only ones with this idea. While the roads were pretty empty, Oatman itself is a popular stop now on Route 66, drawing in over 500,000 visitors annually. The former mining town was named after Olive Oatman, a young girl from Illinois who was kidnapped and eventually traded to the Mojave tribe. They adopted her and even gave her their custom face tattoo, then reunited her with her biological family.
Now, we love Laughlin, but that doesn't mean it's for everyone. Here are some things that you should know before you go to Laughlin, Nevada. 1, it's not Vegas. It's really chill and it's not as busy, and not the same types of amenities either. There are no clubs, there are no pool parties, and dining is pretty limited. You're not gonna have all of the options that you have in Vegas. Also, it's typically an older crowd and families. So if that's not your thing, Laughlin is not for you. If it is, then great, you will love Laughlin. There is entertainment, but it's not nightly or the variety that Vegas offers. There really is no nightlife to speak of. But that's what people like about Laughlin. It's a sleepy little town. It is casual, so dress comfortable. You're not going to see people walking around in suits or cocktail dresses. It's a super cool, chill, casual town. On weekdays, some of the restaurants might even be closed, so make sure you do your research because that is seasonal. Now, there are some familiar casinos. There is a Harrah's, there's Tropicana, there's Golden Nugget. So if you have players cards for those, bring them. Tropicana and Harrah's are actually both Caesars properties in Laughlin. I'm going to save you the frustration of finding this out before you get there. Cell phone service is terrible. Wi-Fi is terrible. So be prepared to not be on your phone very much. It's actually quite liberating to not be tied to your phone. Something you should know also is hit up a grocery store for water, alcohol, and snacks. The gift shops that you come across are going to be very expensive, and they actually close early. Some of the casinos even close their table games early. Like when I was at the Golden Nugget, I saw some of the tables closed and it was probably about 10 p.m. The river, if you're looking to get in that water, is cold all year long. Now, if you have small kids, you know how kids are. They're not going to mind it at all. If you're an adult, you probably get in there up to your calves and be freezing. The air temperature, though, is hot. It gets a lot hotter than it is in Vegas. Typically 15 degrees warmer than you're going to find in Vegas. So be prepared for that. Another thing to know before you go is that the casinos are a lot smaller than Vegas casinos. They don't even come close. So know that before you get there. Another thing to know is rideshare is extremely limited. There are 2 taxi companies, Desert and Lucky. They can also be short-staffed as well, depending on how busy it is. Now, for a cab, you're going to pay about $11 to get from Harrah's on one end to the Riverside, which is the opposite end of the strip. The water taxi is $5 each way per person, though, and it is each way. That can get expensive. They come about every 10 minutes. Now, once you get to the Riverside and Golden Nugget area, everything is pretty walkable. One thing that's similar to Vegas and actually kind of fun is walking down and going in and out of the different casinos on the strip there in Laughlin. Keep in mind, they're not as elaborate as Vegas. You never know who or what you may meet while you're in Laughlin. Don't worry, this little beaver made it back to safety. Now, if you're driving from Vegas to Laughlin, be sure and fill up your tank before you leave and bring water. There's really only one stop, and that's Searchlight. And you definitely do not want to speed when you're going through Searchlight. They sit there waiting to pull people over that are driving through. Now, Nelson is a great stop. If you're into ghost towns, I definitely highly recommend stopping into Nelson. Pretty neat. Also, be aware that between Vegas and Laughlin, cell phone service is very, very limited. Again, you should know this before you take off and get frustrated. Now, if you've been to Laughlin, share with us what some of your experiences have been. Comment below, let us know what you guys think about Laughlin. All right, you guys, that's a wrap on this one. Let us know what you guys think. Comment below, like, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting our channel. We really appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next one.